السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله الذي جعل الشمس والقمر حسبانا والنجم والشجر يسجدان، فضل زمانا على زمان ومكانا على مكان وإنسانا على إنسان. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. رب يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين. صلى الله عليه وسلم 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 صلى الله عليه وسلم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. صدق الله العظيم. Welcome to Quranic Arabic Academy, Arabic Grammar Made Easy, lesson number 6. We are learning how to make a jumla in Arabic. There are two types of jumla. One is jumla ismiya, another one is jumla fi'aliya. Jumla ismiya has two parts. First part is called the mubtada and second part is called the khabar. Jumla fi'aliya has three parts. Number one, the first is fail, the verb itself, then comes fa'il, then comes maf'ul. In Jumla ismiya, mubtada and khabar both are isms, and in Jumla fi'aliya, the fa'il and the maf'ul are the isms. So any ism in a sentence has three grammatical cases. Any ism in the sentence will be either in halatul rafa, or will be in halatul nasb, or will be in halatul jar. In Jumla ismiya, we know both the mubtada and the khabar will be in halatul rafa. In Jumla fi'liya, the fa'il will be in halatul rafa and the maf'ul will be in halatul nasb. The rule for Jumla ismiya is that mubtada is generally ma'rifa and khabar is generally nakira. Rule number 2, mubtada and khabar both will be in halatul rafa. Rule number 3, if the khabar is an adjective, then it will agree the mubtada in number and in gender. So in the last lesson we went through the gender. There's two types of gender. One is mudhakkar, another one is muannas, masculine and feminine. All the isms will be considered masculine unless we find some signs that tell us it is a feminine muannas. And we've learned there are two types of muannas and what are the signs of muannas. There are three signs of muannas. Number 1 is ta marbuta, number 3 alif maksura, and number 2 alif maksura, number 3 alif mamduda. We had some categories. If any ism comes from these categories, they will be muannas. We also have another type of ism, muannas ism, which is muannas sima'i. The Arab uses these words as muannas. They are called muannas sima'i. There is no rules for these isms. It's not that there's a rule to make muannas ima'i. No, it is heard from the Arabs. They also will be muannas. Now today lesson we look at the number, because in Jumla Ismiya the khabar also has to agree the mubtada in number, meaning if mubtada is singular, khabar will be singular. If mubtada is dual, khabar will be dual. If mubtada is plural, the khabar also will be plural. But in previous lesson we've learned one thing. There's something called broken plural. Broken plural. In broken plural it is considered wahid muannas. Wahid muannas. So if we have mubtada broken plural, the khabar will be wahid muannas, singular muannas. So today lesson we're going to look in the number. In Arabic, first obvious it is the singular. Then in Arabic there's something called dual, and then plural comes. In English there is no dual concept of dual. You just have to add two to say something. 2 books, 2 pens, 2 doors. So you have to add 2. So in Arabic we don't need to add the number 2. The ism is made to use for dual. So from wahid ism, from single isms or singular isms, we will make a dual ism. So there's a rule how to make dual ism. But before that, I have a few ayats from Surah Ar-Rahman. Let's look at these ayats from Surah Ar-Rahman. Verse number 46. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّتَانِ. If you look at the i'rab of these words, first of all is khafa. The fa has a fatha on it. Normally we say that fatha represents halatul nasb. Okay, but at the same time we have to know if this word a fail or is ism. Fail has, at the moment we're not learning the i'rab of fail. We're just learning the i'rab of ism. We know this ism is a fail, so it cannot be halatul nasb. Next one, maqama. Yes, this is an ism, and it's showing us it is in halatul nasb. Rabbi, this is kasra, so it is halatul jar. The ha over here, the ha, it is a pronoun. Okay, the pronoun. Pronoun, because it's the ism. Pronoun is the ism, because we've learned it's part of ma'rifa isms. So the pronouns, because it is ism, it has an i'rab as well, yes. But the pronouns, they do not show their i'rab with harakat. They have their own shape that comes in halatul rafa, comes in halatul nasb, and comes in halatul jar. We will learn these pronouns and we'll talk about them. Next, jannatani. Jannatani. By looking at the kasra over here on the noon, it is not halatul jar. No. Why? In a moment we will know this is a dual. Okay? The wahid ism was, the single ism was jannatun. Single ism was jannatun. And this is the dual of jannatun, jannatani. The kasra on the noon, it is not halatul jar. The noon kasra represents dual. Okay? So any ism we can make dual, and we'll look at the rules. Next, fihima aynani. The singular we have learned aynun. Aynun. The meaning we've learned is an eye. Yeah? But aynun also has another meaning, which is fountain. Fountain. So the dual of that is aynani. Aynani. The noon kasra there. 2 fountains. تجريان. Again we see the noon kasra, تجريان. This also represents dual, but this time this will be fail. تجريان, it is a fail. Okay. So ism and fail, the dual is the same. The dual is the same. Next, فيهما من كل فاكهة زوجان. Again over here, this زوجان is a dual noon kasra. So what we can say is alif and noon kasra at the end. Alif and noon kasra. So this is the rule. If you want to make a dual for any ism, let's say just add alif and noon kasra at the end. Jani. Yeah? Now because dual also is an ism, so this dual ism will have Arab as well. It will be in halatul rafa, it will be in halatul nasb, it will be in halatul jar. So we will look all three, halatul rafa and halatul nasb and halatul jar. But the rule is just adding alif and noon kasra to make dual. Alright, so let's go into the lesson. Okay, lesson number 6, adad, number. So it is important to know, obviously the default every ism will be singular, will be wahid. So we will learn wahid, we will memorize the wahid, and at the same time you will get the plural with it, plural with it. So when we memorize the wahid, we learn the plural with it. Yeah. In Arabic, isms are of 3 types in regards to number. Number 1, wahid, singular, indicating 1. And number 2 is called muthanna, dual, muthanna, indicating 2. And number 3 is called jama', plural, indicating more than 2. So if you want to say anything wahid, obviously we use the wahid ism. If you want to say 2, we use the dual ism. We don't use number 2. Yes, sometimes we can use a 2 in front of it, but why? The ism already giving us 2 meaning, so there is no need to use the number 2 before this ism. Yes, if you want to emphasize something, or it is really 2, then you can add number 2, just ithnani, number 2. So if you want to make kitabun, which is wahid, kitabun, if you want to make a dual, I just said just add ani at the end, alif and nun kasra, so it will be kitabani, kitabani. So this kitabani is already giving us 2 meaning, so there is no use of adding ithnani in front of it. Ithnani, kitabani. But as I said, sometimes you do, to emphasize, you add the number 2, ithnani. Okay, let's talk about dual first. Wahid, there's nothing to talk about. Wahid is wahid. The ism, you'll get it either from the dictionary or in our vocabulary. Every lesson we have some vocabularies. Over here we'll have the ism, wahid ism. Kitabun, qalamun, babun. So there is no rule or anything to talk about wahid isms. Yes, muthanna isms, because from wahid we make muthanna, so we'll talk about muthanna. The muthanna dual is formed by putting a fatha on the last letter of the ism and add alif and nun kasra at the end. Alif and nun kasra at the end. In halatul rafa. So there shouldn't be a full stop. Continue. So alif and nun at the end of ism in halatul rafa. Now we know the i'rab of مثنى اسم in حالة الرفع is آني. The واحد اسم will have a dhamma, but the dual isms will show its i'rab not with a symbol, not with a haraka, but with letters, which is alif and nun kasra. So alif and nun kasra is the i'rab of dual isms. Ani. So the default, as I said before, default every ism is in halatul rafa. So ani, kitabun, wahid, and kitabani is the halatul rafa. And aini, ya and nun kasra, ya and nun kasra, adding at the end of an ism in halatul nasb and in halatul jar. So halatul nasab and halatul jar will be same. Why do we have two tashdid there? Okay. Not on the jim. Sorry. Okay, so alif and nun ani sound in halatul rafa, and ayni sound ya and nun kasra in halatul nasb and in halatul jar. Same rules will apply to both masculine and feminine. We just saw jannatun is a feminine ism, jannatun muannas. The dual is jannatani, alif and nun, jannatani. Aynun, because it is used part of a body which is pairs, so those part of body in pairs is muannas. So aynun, although we don't see any symbols of muannas, but is muannas sima'i. Arab uses and muannas. Same rule, ani sound, aynani in halatul rafa, and aynayni in halatul nasab and halatul jar. Okay. Let's look at some examples. Okay. Over here, I did not finish the rest of the isms. I'll do later on. For example, Malikun, a king, or one king. And halatul rafa, alif and nun kasra, Malikani. Malikani. And halatul nasab and jar, Malikaini, which is the aini sound. Malikaini. Next, imra'atun, a woman, or one woman. To make this ism, to give us two meaning, dual, muthanna, add fatha on the last letter, so becomes imra'ata, and adding alif and nun kasra, becomes imra'atani. Imra'atani in halatul rafa, and imra'atayni in halatul nasb and jar. Kitabun, one book, or a book. In halatul rafa, kitabani. Kitabani. What will be the halatul nasb and halatul jar? Let's do it together. Which is kitab. So this is the last letter of this word. Ba is the last letter. Put a fatha and add alif and nun kasra. Let's say we have, ya and nun kasra in halatul nasab and jar, because we already have kitabani in halatul rafa. Halatul nasab and jar, add the ya, sukun, and nun kasra. Becomes kitabayni. Kitabayni is two books. Next, baytun, a house, one house. Baytani, halatul rafa. In halatul nasb and jar, baytayni. Baytayni. Next, Jannatun, one garden. Jannatani, two gardens. In Halatul Rafa. Halatul Nasab and Jar will be Jannataini. Yadun, one hand. The dual of this is Yadani. Halatul Rafa. Always default will be Halatul Rafa. Yadani. Yadani. Then some grammatical reason, it goes in Halatul Nasab, Yadaini, and for some reason it goes to in Halatul Jar, Yadaini. So for dual, Halatul Nasab and Halatul Jar is the same form, same shape. But how would we know it is Halatul Nasab or is it Halatul Jar? We will know easily if this word comes as a maf'ul in Jumla Fi'liya. Maf'ul in Jumla Fi'liya. Because we know maf'ul is Halatul Nasab, because it's dual, Halatul Nasab will be Yadayni, Baytayni, Imratayni. If this Muthanna isms are used as maf'ul. But if this Muthanna isms used as a fa'il, then it will be Halatul Rafa one. Imra'atani, Baytani, Kitabani. If this dual ism comes as a mubtada, will be in Halatul Rafa. Malikani, Kitabani. If this ism comes as in khabar, will be in Halatul Rafa. Because khabar is Halatul Rafa. So this is the form of Muthanna when they are in their Arab. But the Wahid ones, the Wahid single isms will have harakat on it. Dammatain or a Damma. Dammatain or a Damma. If you add Alif Lam with the Wahid isms, so the Tanwin falls off. And that will be one Damma. We also can make these definite by adding Alif Lam. This means Muthanna. We also can add Alif Lam to Muthanna isms to make it definite. At the moment is indefinite. Malikani, indefinite. Malikaini, indefinite. So if you want to make definite, we just need to add Alif Lam. For the dual, Alif Lam doesn't do anything. Yeah? So Al-Malikani, the same will be with Alif Lam as well. Al-Malikani. Halatul Nasab and Jar, Al-Malikaini. Kitabani, indefinite. Put Alif Lam. Al-Kitabani. There will be no change in Muthanna by adding Alif Lam. In Halatul Nasab and Jar, Al-Kitabaini. Al-Kitabaini. Jannatani, Al-Jannatani. Because Alif and Noon is there to give us the meaning of dual. If we change it, there will be no Alif and Noon there. Okay, so this is very simple. The dual, just adding Alif and Noon kasra in Halatul Rafa. Ya Sakin Nun Kasra in Halatul Nasb and in Halatul Jar. So we'll find Muthanna in both or in three cases in the Quran a lot. So next time you read the Quran, just look at it. Any ism, anywhere you see Alif and Nun, and you know it is the name of a thing. Yeah, name of a thing. Then you will see Alif and Nun, it will give us the meaning of dual. And Malikaini, Aini sound, Halatul Nasab and Jar, still it will give us the meaning of dual. Let's move on. Plural. Number 3 was plural. Wahid, Muthanna, and Jama. Plural. Plural are of two types. Plurals are of two types. Number 1, Jama Mukassar, broken plural. Now we talk about broken plural. We did touch a little bit in the previous lesson, broken plural. It's called Jama Mukassar. Number 2, Jama Salim. Jama Mukassar, Jama Salim. Jama Salim is sound plural. Yeah. 2 types of Jama. Number 1, Jama Mukassar. Some books you will find this another name, Jama Taksir. It has another name, Jama Taksir. But most use Jama Mukassar. And number 2, Jama Salim. So let's talk about Jama Mukassar first. Broken plural. Jama Mukassar, broken plural. What do we mean by broken? The word Mukassar is from the word Maksur, broken, Maksur. And it's from the fa'il Kassara, Yukassiru. The broken plural is that ism. Again, because it is an ism, even this broken plural will have Arab. In which the form of a singular ism is broken. That is changed. Broken means the form of a singular ism is changed. It has no fixed rules for making Jama Mukassar. So just as like Simai, heard from the Arabs. There is no rules for making Jama Mukassar. Sometimes letters are added or deleted, and sometimes there is merely a change in harakat. Sometimes adding fatha, adding kasra, which this kasra was not in wahid form. So little change you'll see in Jama Mukassar. Because of this change, we say it is the form of singular is broken. In English, we have broken plurals too. Even in English, we have broken plurals. The other one, which is Jama Salim, unbroken or sound plural. In English, the many words we use as a sound plural. Book, make a Jama. Nothing change in these letters. We just have to add S. So this is called sound plural. Books. Door. When you make a Jama, there is no change in the singular. Just have to add S. So these are called sound plural. But they are broken plural in English. Example, all these. Leaf, leaves. See the letter change here. In singular we see the letter F, but in Jama there is no F. So changed. It is broken. Life, lives. He, which is wahid, and they is Jama. So it's broken. Mouse, mice, wife, wives. I, singular. We is Jama, plural. So it's broken. Tooth, teeth. Woman, women. Loaf, loaves. Goose, geese. Man, men. Knife, knives. So there are some broken Jama even in English. But in Arabic is the opposite. Jama Mukassar is the most, and sound some. In English, sound plural is a lot, broken are some. But Arabic is the opposite. You'll find broken plurals more than sound plural. So there are no rules to make Jama Mukassar. But here we list some of the scales of broken plural which are used most often. So these are the just scale. Af'al, for example, af'al. If we put this scale, the qalam will be aqlam. Aqlam. So qalamun, aqlamun. On the scale of af'alun. Babun, abwabun. Again, if we can memorize or remember the scales, we can. Otherwise, you don't need to. Just memorize the jama of each word. Khabrun, jama akhbarun. All these. Waqtun, jama awqatun. On the scale of af'alun. The letters are different of yes. I'm talking about the scale. The first letter has a fatha. First letter fatha. Second letter sukun. Third letter fatha and alif. See all that. First letter fatha. Second letter sukun. Third letter fatha and alif. Now these jama muqassar isms we can see is having tanween. The dual we just did, the dual, it doesn't have a tanween. So the dual Arab, it will be the Arab one we just learned. But jama muqassar Arab, because it has a tanween, like the wahid ism has tanween. So the Arab of jama muqassar will be the Arab of same as wahid. Meaning halatul rafa, tanween, dammatain, or a damma. In halatul nasb, fathatain, or a fatha. In halatul jar, kasratain, or a kasra. So wahid isms and jama muqassar isms, the Arab is same. It shows its Arab with haraka. In halatul rafa, dammatain, or a damma. So aqlamun is in halatul rafa, the default form of it. In halatul nasb, aqlaman with a fathatain. In halatul nasb, halatul jar, aqlamin with the two kasras. We add alif lam to make it definite. Al-aqlamu in halatul rafa. Al-aqlama in halatul nasb. Al-aqlami in halatul jar. One more example. Babun jama abwabun. Let's make this definite by adding alif lam. Al-abwabu one dhamma in halatul rafa. Al-abwaba one fatha in halatul nasb. Al-abwabi one kasra in halatul jar. Yeah. So wahid Arab and jama muqassar Arab is the same. It is only the muthanna ism, the Arab is different. In halatul rafa, it shows its Arab with alif and noon, ani sound. In halatul nasab and jar, ayn sound, ya and noon. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, this also comes under af'al. Nahrun, anharun, amalun, a'malun. Next, fi'alun. Fi'alun. In this scale. Rajulun, rijalun. Abdun, ibadun. Kalbun, kilabun. So these are the isms we had in the previous lesson. Again, just memorize the jama with it. Nafsun jama nufusun. Aynun jama uyunun. In the dictionary you will get the wahid and you will get the jama. You will get wahid and you will get jama. You're not going to get muthanna. You'll not get muthanna. Why? Why will not get muthanna? Because muthanna has a rule to make. You follow the rule to make muthanna. So there is no need muthanna ism to be in the dictionaries. Aynun, aynani. Malikun, we just made it, malikani. Rasulun. Let's make this muannas. Rasulun. Sorry, muthanna. Rasulani in halatul rafa. Halat nasab and jar. Rasulaini. Rasulaini. So learn all these. If you have some new words, for example, Madinatun, we have a new word here. Jama mudunun. This is the scale of fu'ulun. Fu'ulun. Mudunun. Af'ulun. Yeah? Af'ulun, another scale. So some of the Jama we may have from two scales. For example, Nahrun, we had one from Af'al, Anhar. Another we have from this scale, Anhurun, Anharun and Anhurun. Bahrun, we had Biharun. Now we have from this scale as well, Abhurun. Aynun, we had one from Uyunun. Another one, A'yunun. So there are some isms have two Jama from two different scales. Okay, these scales of Jama Muqassar will have no tanween. These above scales we saw there is tanween at the end, but the next some scales will have no tanween at the end. Again, remember I said there are some words they don't accept tanween. Why don't they accept tanween, and what are these isms? We'll talk about this a bit later. But just remember, these scales will not have tanween. Fu'ala'u, alimun, ulama'u, faqirun, fuqara'u. Some of these we use in our daily life. Gharibun, ghuraba'u, amirun, umara'u, wazirun, wizara'u. Because they're having harakat at the end, so their Arab will be also harakat at the end. Ulama'u, halatul rafa. Ulama'a, halatul nasb. And those isms, they don't have tanween at the end, they will not accept kasra. They will not accept kasra. So in halatul jar, they're not going to have a kasra. Instead, they'll have a fatha. It's like halatul nasb. Af'ila'u, next scale. Nabiyun, anbiya'u. Waliyun, awliya'u. Ghaniyun, aghniya'u. Qaribun, near or relative. Qarib, relative. Aqriba'u. All these. Mafa'ilu. Masjidun, masajidu. Maqbarun, maqabiru. Graveyards. All these. Miftahun, mafatihu. Key. I did on the next page. Alright. Okay. Some Jama Muqassar will have alif maqsura at the end. Alif maqsura. Some Jama Muqassar will have alif maqsura. Scale fa'la. Mayyitun mawta. Don't tell me we don't see alif maksura here. We don't see this little alif on it, as we've learned in the previous lesson. Fatha and ya at the end, it is called alif maksura. Sometimes the little alif is written, sometimes not. So fatha and ya at the end, it is called alif maksura. Fa'ala, mawta, Jama of mayyitun. Maridun ill, marda is the jama. All these. Here some broken plurals used in the last 20 surahs of the Quran. There's these broken plural. Memorize this, it will help you in translating the Quran. Nasun, mankind. Sudurun, chest or breast. Jama of sadrun. Here I'm thinking about the nas. The word nasun. Sometimes you get jama, the wahid ism is totally different. Totally different. If I'm not wrong, the wahid of nasun will be basharun. Basharun. And the jama is nasun. So we'll come across some of the jama is totally different. For example, imra'atun is the wahid, imra'atun. And the jama is totally different. Nisa'un, nisa'un. See? So same thing here. Basharun, the jama is nasun. It has another jama, unasun. Nasun, one jama, another jama, unasun. But nasun is most. Uqadun is the jama, broken jama of uqdatun. Uqadun. Afwajun, crowds, is the jama of fawjun. Ashabun, jama of sahabiyun. Amadun, all these are jama. Maqabiru, jibalun, mawazinu, quburun, all these are broken plural. Quburun, we see this in Surah Al-Adiyat. Akhbarun, in Surah Zilzal. يوم تحدث أخبارها. أعمال in Surah Zilzal. Suhufun, we see in Surah Bayyana. Kutubun, also Bayyana. Anharun, also Bayyana. So these are the indefinite. We can make this into definite by adding alif lam. So add alif lam, you will get the meaning of definite. Okay, so this is the end of today's lesson. Today we have learned one of the most important part of Arabic grammar, which is the number, adad. Adad is number. It gives us the meaning of singular, dual and plural. So if done wahid, as I said, there's nothing to talk about wahid. We'll get the wahid ism in the dictionaries, in books and notes. The muthanna is the dual. We've learned how to make a dual. And jama, there's two types of jama. One we've learned jama muqassar, and jama muqassar has no rules. You just have to memorize these jama with wahid isms. In the next lesson we'll talk about the second ism, jama salim, the sound plural. The sound plural has rules. We just have to apply the rules, adding some letters, and we will get our jama salim. So in the next lesson we'll talk about jama salim. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.